fans. We're excited to call one last game for you before championship weekend, which we're very excited about. Just as we start every game in the WUL, we're going to go over some reminders for the fans, even though all the fans know everything about every game. The WUL has two conferences, the Northwest Conference and the Southwest Conference, with 4 teams in each conference. Each team plays 8 games, 6 inside their conference and 2 cross-conference. And this is one of those games, with Bay Area Falcons playing the Oregon Soar. So, pardon me. The standings right now, the Soar are in 3rd place in the Northwest Conference at 3-4. And the Bay Area Falcons are tied at the top of the Southwest Conference at 6-1. In the WUL, we have the rule. Let's go 1 second. The field is 80 by 40 with 20-yard end zones. The game length, 4 12-minute quarters. The clock stops when points are scored, except for the last 2 minutes of each quarter, when it stops for every call. When the quarter ends, play will continue until the current possession ends, which is a really fun aspect of the WUL. Each team has 2 timeouts per half, and substitutions are allowed during those timeouts. Fouls are player-driven. Players make the foul calls. Non-incidental contact does constitute a foul. Observers are there to call up, down, in and out, offsides, and also to help out on rules if an agreement can't be reached with the players. Players have 7 seconds on the stall, meaning the game moves faster than other variations of the sport. And we have another unique aspect to the WUL is the pre-check. 4 seconds of movement before play begins, which happens after most stoppages of play. Coming up soon will be the rosters for the Soar and the Falcons. We're going to have, we have some wonderful players to watch on each team. I will let Lawrence cover our Oregon Soar players to watch.
So we have 3 players to watch on the Soar. Number 97, Preston Berg. Don't let the calm demeanor fool you. Berg has the talent for creating game-changing moments out of nowhere. Preston is a nominee for this year's Donovan Award, which is the D3 equivalent to the Callahan. D1's a Callahan. She's known for her savvy play, sharp instincts, and ability to deliver when it matters most. The other player to watch is number 5, Avery La Liberté. A steady hand in the backfield, Avery brings poise, patience, and consistency to the offense. Her calm approach with the disc helps keep the O-line connected and moving efficiently down the field. When Avery's not playing, she's coaching at the college level, making her one of those people who always seem to find yourself around a frisbee field. And then 38, Kiki Komadden, a coach, strategist, and student of the game, and is always ready for a good frisbee discussion. Kiki's analytical approach helps her to see the field a little differently, and she often finds ways to contribute that don't always show up in the stat sheet. Look for her to quietly make plays and be exactly where she needs to be when it matters most. That rounds out the Soars. Players to watch.
Thank you, Lawrence. That was incredible. I'm excited to watch the Soar today. On the Falcons side, we have 3 premier players to watch. Number 3, Courtney Greeley. Greeley has made her Falcons debut against Arizona, where she added a goal to help the D-line stave off pressure against the challenging and motivated Arizona team a couple weeks ago. Look for Greenlee to be available for resets and to hit a couple of ways. Number 9, Vicky Chen. Vicky established herself as a finisher on defense and has been taking on tough matchups all season. Look for her to continue her defensive pressure and facilitating the fast break on turns. And number 26, Julia Mankoff. We're sad to say that Mankoff recently announced she'll be leaving the Bay, but on the bright side, it's for an incredible job opportunity. Mankoff is a 4-year vet on the roster, and we expect Manx, as her teammates call her, to solidify her send-off by defending the deep space and coming out with some huge snags in the end zone. We've seen her all year making enormous highlight bids, plays of the game, so I wouldn't expect anything less for this last home game for Manx. So, Lawrence, what are we looking for in this last game? It's a very interesting game to go before we go into the championship weekend.
That's a great question, and I was talking to both teams. One, for the Falcons, they're playing with house money. They've got a lead in the division. They've got home court advantage. There's a number of things happening that allow them to be very creative in how they go the lines. They don't need to call out the prime line in different situations. And talking to Coach Galliani, she said that we're playing with joy. Having come back from the college championship, she really sees that joy was playing through all over that tournament, and she's bringing some of that excitement. That look, your playing career is fleeting. And she really said, while you're able to play as a player, let's play with joy. And this is one of the things that are going on. And
love that.
I was trying to get some sort of quantitative, how does it translate on the field? So I couldn't track her down. But Joy is talking with offense, defense coaches, as well as the head coach. Joy goes through the roster. Absolutely. Now for the Soar, this is interesting. They came off a terrific game against the Seattle Tempest, and it was a close. I mean, look, it could have been closer if they played a little tighter, secured the disc. Their red zone efficiency was better. It was at 45%, but they showed glimmers of what can be. So right now they're coming in like they've got 3 practice players. Throughout the season, they've lost 5 key players with 5 season-ending injuries.
Wow.
And they've got 1 day player on contract, and they got their Hall of Fame coaches suited up, Chelsea Putnam. And this is like they are coming in. So here's the deal. They're here to play. They're here to ball. They're here to travel. And the through line with the Soar is they're here to play for joy. They're here to play. They got different players playing in different permutations of lineup, and we're going to see what happens today. But it's a beautiful day. The fans are here to appreciate, and I'm excited to be here with Robert. And let's throw the disc out and see what happens.
Yeah, it's the Soar. We're here to play definitely for fun, for happiness, for their teammates. They just lost out on an opportunity to make the championship weekend because Alpenglow secured their spot by winning earlier today. So there was a chance there, but not quite anymore. So it's going to be a very interesting game for positioning, working out some last stuff before championship weekend, and just putting on a great show for the fans.
So it looks like the Soar are going to be receiving, and their Falcons will be pulling. They're going to go from our right to left. The disc will be being pulled and kicked off for ultimate frisbee, going from our right to the left.
Which is actually a little surprising. Like most teams tend to go left to right at the stadium because of how the wind comes in here. So I like the little flip on this.
I was looking, my sort of pause was to see what the flags were looking like on the goalpost. And normally what you find is what's translated on the goalpost with the flags don't necessarily mean what's happening on the field, but it's pretty placid. There's nothing swirling on the field, so we're going to see if maybe it's going to translate to some scoring.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But to your point, you're right. Because of the wind, how it goes, it would definitely see the inverse on picking which side to pull from.
So we have the teams huddling up, getting ready to kick this game off. If you're a coach, what are a couple things that you're telling your team to focus on for this game? What you are, Coach Lawrence, so what would you be saying?
Well, I was talking to Dara, and there's just, again, you've got 2 contrasting teams and situations here. One is like we're playing with joy, and we've got a stack roster, and we've got depth after depth coming in. And so you've got the latitude of playing with joy going, I've got ballers that's going to be good, and we can adjust here and there. And so you've got a level of calm and coolness. Nobody's gripping it tight. And then the other thing, you've got more of a developmental conversation. Mm-hmm. This is what we want to work on, the basics. In the red zone, it starts with, throwing and catching and really boiling it down to that. And so, but what you're going to find is there's a level of positivity through, and whether it's 100-0 or 1-1, I think both coaches are coming with a level. It's going to be interesting. They're polar opposites team situations, but the continuity is just calm and have fun and see what happens.
I think definitely for the Soar, it's a great opportunity to play a team like the Falcons. having this crossover cross-conference game is such a huge opportunity, and they're going to learn a lot this game, have something to build into for the next season.
So just what's interesting is, and I wanted to, and I think, and I didn't ask that question because you're catching coaches warm up, was it sounds like the Soar that played Seattle last week, that was a relatively close game, didn't all make the trip down.
Got it.
So I was really curious to see if that team, that traveling team that really, I think felt challenged Seattle, made the jump. I'd be interested to see how competitive this game is. But you know, it's one of these situations where you can't sleep on a team. You sleep on a team. You sleep on a team you think have it. All of a sudden, you might find yourself in a dogfight. So let's see.
All right, well, the Falcons pulled it. Oregon starting on offense, working it down the middle of the field, and a quick hug.
Boom.
They had a shot there. We had 14. Bolier getting out, got loose deep.
Soar
Just
coming
couldn't
out
quite the
thirsty.
edge. Yeah. We have Carnahan with a nice little inside centering.
By the way, it's great to see Carney in the handler stack.
That's Carney, the famous nickname Stephanitis. Scanning, there's one receiver downfield, resetting to Carnahan. Back to Stephanitis. Chen on the low sideline. Chen with a big OI forehand. The wind seems to grab it a little bit, pushed it out of bounds. Didn't come back in. Chen, one of our players to watch. She knew. That's why she was ready to shoot that.
They were in flow. By the way, there's a number of players on the Falcons not here because they're attending Jacqueline Nguyen's wedding.
One of our favorite players. One of our players to watch in the last home game.
She's a player to watch in another location at the moment. But that's why you're seeing a lot of touches from Sarah Carnahan.
Soar couldn't get the reset off. Song to Colton. Back to Song. To Colton right at the doorstep. Trying to find someone. And Chen with the easy walk-in goal. That's a break to kick it off. Falcons 1. Soar 0.
The red zone efficiency, the smoothness, the calmness, it's pretty to watch. It's not a bad thing to be right at the doorstep in the red zone and have Dawn Colton with the disc.
Or Carnahan.
Oh,
It's quite
exactly.
The ball handlers everywhere, ready to go.
Absolutely. I'm looking out in the crowd, and people have their bingo card. I should get one so we can see what their bingo cards are.
Bingo cards.
You have a bingo card? Great. I've been trying to get a bingo card in here so we can follow along.
Wow, I'm so excited. I haven't played bingo in a long time.
Maybe one of those bingo cards is that the stream guy asked for a bingo card.
And the pull is up. I believe it's Nishida with the pull. Oh, with the nutmeg. That's push-ups. Soar centered it. Found Peterson. Oh, was it a hand block? The crowd loves that. Song to Greenlee, one of our other players to watch. Back over to the low side. Song. Oh, Greenlee with a nice upline. Where's the huck? Oh, getting back around off the sideline.
Beautiful swing.
Finding Mankoff. Centering back to Song. Song scanning. A little bit of shallow cuts here. Grobecker securing the ball after a great bid by the Soar player. Mankoff with a nice reset around. Song a little bit late on that inside. Song dropping to make sure there's no continue there. Whipfler coming back on the mark. Whipfler containing. Oh, Whipfler almost got him. Whipfler saw it coming. Back to the middle. Looks like a little flat or FM. Right now it's backhand. Grobecker on the mark. Liberty. Was there there's a call after the disc went off?
Yes.
So we have Giles and Posey talking about it, asking they're going to go to the observer. Foul. No foul. Falcons ball. Players are moving. Let's see who picks up Song. Song, one of the great pickup players on this team. Finds Mankoff. Mankoff scanning, getting it into the Grobecker. Grobecker with a nice crossfield continue to Greenlee. Greenlee scanning, putting it to the end zone. The edge is just a little off. Whipfler couldn't hold it in. Great D by the Soar there. If you didn't put pressure on it, Whipfler's got a lot of big catch radius.
It's nice to see the Falcons get into flow so nicely, and then I wish they had just continued to get in that red zone. They're so good, but that's know that receiver. Yep. Whiffler's a good target.
Soar with couldn't quite clear Greenlee. Greenlee with the D. Song going to pick up. Just we talked about Song trying to find Greenlee. Got it over there. Greenlee back to Song to Greenlee. Greenlee with a nice pivot back to Song on the break side. Great catch by Song to Whipfler for the goal. That's Falcons 2, Soar 0.
Falcons look very comfortable.
We'll see. They're Greenlee and Song showing a lot of chemistry early, moving it back and forth. I've seen Mankoff coming down as needed also.
It's interesting to see Mankoff in the handler stack. Normally, you find that she's in space or going deep, so it's nice to show the range of her game.
Yeah. A few weeks ago, we talked to Mankoff about that, and Mankoff took a lot of pride in developing as a thrower, as a decision maker, and it is great to see Mankoff in that spot. And we're gonna really miss her. But we have championship weekend after this game too, so I'm excited to see some more Mankoff highlights.
Absolutely, it's going to be in Oregon. Is going to be hosting. They're really talking to one of the owner, Darcy Fredericks. They planned some nice activities for the championship.
Colton almost stole that centering throw. They got a little Falcons have a little switchy look here. Just trying to keep it in the back. Oh, Carnahan almost got that too.
Falcons are hunting. They're forcing the Soar to stretch the field.
Through the Soar player's hand. Just a little unfortunate. That was Kiki Comadden. We had talked about as one of the players to watch. Okay, that was a very interesting. Colton got the huck off, but the initiating play, I think, came from out of bounds.
Yes.
I'm very confused what happened, and no one seemed to have noticed.
Oh.
And we had Chen to Donahue, is that? Yes. Donahue with the goal.
See, if the frisbee is caught, the frisbee has no say in it. I don't know what the rule is. Do you need to have a foot? I mean, maybe does a player need to say, hey, you're out of bounds, is that a thing? Or do the observer? Because observers call the in and out. So that could have been an oversight.
Yeah, I mean, well, that would be a travel. Yep. Wataoka was significantly out of bounds before initiating that play, so it was very interesting. Just a slip of the mind.
You're so earnest to get the disc in, and I think maybe she thought that the out of bounds was the yellow, and it's the white. It's the interior white band.
So it's a fast 3-0 for the Falcons. If you're the Soar, you're thinking about a timeout. I mean, timeout not even halfway through the first is a tough proposition, but they're gonna have to wait to stop the bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, I think that wouldn't have been a bad idea, but we'll see. If it goes 4-0, there'll be I expect a timeout. Just to regroup, slow the momentum down.
Nishida with the pull. Sorpatzi starting. Getting upfield to Barnes. To Berg scanning. Trying to find, wow, really quick reset. Reset the Potsy. Potsy's looking around, getting a quick around. Greenlee had a hand on it, but it was the receiver who caught it first. Great snag by La Liberté. Yep. Liberty's back. Berg scanning, back to La Liberty.
Bounce to 44.
Potsy scan. Oh, found a little inside there. Fitzgerald. Ooh.
So do they call a timeout now? Okay.
Oh, pick on the field. Groberker on the mark. Groberker with the big wingspan. See if he can hold her back here. An old cheeky throw to Potsy for the goal.
Beautiful.
Great job, Soar.
Poised. Very nice.
So there's a lot of pressure from the Falcons, though. They had their hand on a lot of those discs, just couldn't quite secure the turn there.
So that was the first official red zone for the Soar. That was nice.
That's right. Let's see what the goal.
Very calm, very poised.
Now we get our first chance today to see the vaunted Falcons offense. One of the most efficient offenses in the WUL. Great at the deep game, the under game, reset. Incredible resetting team. When this trio of handlers that the Falcons are able to trot out these points for their O-line is incredible. To Barnett, to Fennig, scanning the field back to Barnett. Earhart was making a cut, couldn't quite find it there. Barnett with a trust throw to Fennig. Fennig scanning the middle, was looking for a hook, but there was a cut there. Earhart on the sideline, Earhart scanning. Great shape over to Goss. Goss with the nice under.
Oh, beautiful give and go.
The Combs to Goss, back to Combs. Combs scanning. And Earhart with the toe to get the goal. Just clinical offense.
Beautiful, beautiful. So calm.
Combs with the assist. Earhart with the goal. I don't think maybe they held it for 4 seconds once during that point. They were really moving that ball there.
What always puts defenses on their heels is that catch and that bump. A lot of people will catch the disc and go into their pivot and look. But if you got the defense on their heels with bumps, then you have lots of space to attack. It was really nicely done.
I couldn't. The disc was moving so fast, couldn't quite see what the Soar was trying to do with a mark or some kind of pressure. It's just there's a lot of open receivers. There was that little early, as Barnett was initiating, she threw a little around there, a trust throw to Fennig. But after that, it was off to the races. Falcons with the pole. So we're going from right to left.
And the way the sun coming in, that angle of the pole, it's going to be really tough to catch.
Yes, you can certainly see it on the stream. Those shadows are flat. So the Soar are going right into the sun. A lot of sunglasses on the field right now, for sure. Soar really moving the ball quickly right now. Fitzgerald putting it up. And Berg was able to seal in that back line there. Great goal by Berg. That is Fitzgerald's second assist indeed. Berg with the goal. Soar 2, Falcons 4. Defense have to chat about that a little bit. Soar actually came with a little different look there. They actually looked very similar to what I just saw from the Falcons, staying on this near sideline, trying to stay over here.
For strategy, the Soar need to look and stretch deep. I think there's some opportunities. They worked it down the field. Yep. They got scoreboard. And they looked off some deeper looks. So they ran the progression, and they scored. But I hope when they do get separation, the Soar will boost it out there and really force the Falcons to play more honest defense.
Yeah, they're definitely a great hooking team. We've seen their
No,
their stats in other games, and
they
that's
can go at it.
Yeah. Falcons now going right to left into the wind, into the light breeze. Right to Fennec there in the center, moving to Barnett. Barnett scanning, finds Miller. Miller's going to send a huck. Oh, what? What an incredible catch by Madigan. And gets it over to Goss for the goal.
Wow.
That's a trust play there.
Go up into traffic, pull it down, and then come up and throw it to your teammate wide open. Nice catch by Goss. Madigan dust the chandelier, comes down with the frisbee. That was great.
Let's see that look on replay. Miller saw the cut going, put it up. Just hung a little bit because it was caught in that wind there. I thought the Soar player had a great line on that.
Believe me, the Soar player said that too. Wait a second here. I had a good line on that one.
Falcons hold, going upwind. They're up 5-2.
And this is what makes this fun game. You see athletes making great plays. That's awesome. Really beautifully to watch.
We're having a fast first quarter. I love to see a lot of goals on the board. No doubt we love defense too, but you know, we love to see goals.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Soar centering to Potsy. Having some kind of initiating play to Luke. To Barnes. Barnes there a little bit on the, I think that's their high side. Falcons look a little bit flat. Great save by Putnam, the coach player. Oh, it looks like Stepanitis got a hand on it. No call. Clean hand block. Song picking up.
Coach is not booted up in a long time. Oh, shoestring?
So, Whipler almost grabbed. I didn't think Whipler had a chance at it, and she got a hand on it.
Looking to the screen and went right where the window ends. That was a great attempt.
Song on the mark on Potsy. Liberty. Found Fitzgerald at foul. Fitzgerald calls a foul on Whipler. Whipler no contest. Falcons definitely going righty backhand to the home side. Whipler tried to put an arm out there, did contest it enough, and Song put pressure for that turn there. I'll give them both the turn there. And Song trying to find, Mankoff's going to bid for it, no hesitation.
Well, you had some beautiful O&D. You had some great bid to stop it and great bid to catch it.
Potsy starting with it. Nice around over to Barnes. Barnes with a huge huck. Trying to find Luke. Luke got it. That's the Soar way to play. Berg out in space and just grabs it before Mankoff can recover.
Soar in the conversation, making it a game.
That's second goal for Berg.
The Soar
Luke
can
with the
make
assist.
this a track meet, so that's good. Very nice.
And with 2 minutes left, we are at 5-3 Falcons. Yeah, we do got a fast game going.
Love the spirit, love the joy all the way through. Coach Putnam getting her reps. She mentioned she hasn't booted up in a while, so there's a plus or minus deviation in what you're going to see. But when it comes to break glass or awesomeness, Coach goes out.
Coach has a lot of mental reps.
World's
Done a lot
player.
of these on
2019 World's team with one of the players with Bo Kittredge. So this is a Hall of Fame player. You see.
Our first look at Lee. We're waiting to see Lee. One of the super trio initiating the Barnett. Oh, great play. And then a really fast goal to Combs.
The Soar feeling themselves. We got this. We're going to lock him down. And who's got this? Who's got this player? Do you have him? I thought you
Madigan, another assist. And Combs with the goal. I love that. They actually put Barnett upfield there to initiate, and Barnett quickly grabbed it and sent it.
Beautiful throw. I don't know if they were trying to run a zone or junk or something, but somebody slipped through the cracks and got open.
6-3 Falcons. We burned 15 seconds on that point. That's what you love to see on offense. I don't know, sometimes defense wants a little bit more break than that.
This crowd is very lively and appreciative. It's a beautiful day. Hey, come on down. If you listen to the stream, come on down. Beautiful day. They got, I'm trying to say, what's on the food truck?
We got a Mediterranean food truck.
Mediterranean food. It's delicious. Come on out, grab some. They've got a YCC fundraiser going on. Come on out and join the fun.
We got a big pull there. Wind caught it a little bit, settling it at midfield. I believe Potsy's picking up. Fitzgerald's been having a great day. Wow, what a bid for Potsy. The handler going downfield for the goal.
Love that.
That is going to be, that's already an early competitor for play of the game. Holy moly. Let's see this replay. We see Fitzgerald with the trust throw, and Potsy with the huge horizontal bid. That's awesome.
So I'm sure Coach Dar Linkfield is very, very happy. Look, they're traveling, they're playing, and this is what's interesting is this is sort of the makeup of the team that what they were looking like against Seattle. And this is something that, you know, let's see how this game goes, but this is a very exciting team.
Yeah.
It can be definitely for years to come a very, very formidable team, very hungry team.
That point was 20 seconds. And Fitzgerald, we have 3 assists for Fitzgerald. Really quite remarkable. Falcons never to think about an answer of like how to shut down Fitzgerald downfield. Ball getting down Barnett, picking up, getting it to Fennig. Oh, I think they're running. Oh, they ran a little flood play there, clearing out the side for Goss. Couldn't quite find Combs, her partner in crime downfield. Miller on the mark. Huge huck by the Soar. It just didn't thought it would go a little farther, and the Soar receiver was able to get it back.
Oh, nice bid.
Kind of unfortunate. Alston had it there, couldn't quite get the centering. Miller with no hesitation. Couldn't find Goss downfield.
No, that receiver. You see Liv Goss is like, okay, I got tone. I'm putting it out there.
Goss will track down a lot.
Yeah.
So we'll see Goss starting out on the mark. Starting a little flat, looking to contest everything right now. Alston with the ball again with the quick lefty. Allschuler with the big huck. This is Soar ball right now. Osborne scanning. It's going back to Barter. And with the goal to Osborne. That's a break for the Soar. They needed that break back.
2 seconds left in the quarter. And, wow. Closing out the first quarter almost. We're not done. But a 1-point game? That was not on my bingo card.
And, you know, Soar really aggressive. Pushing it downfield. They're really relentless. It's tough to play that team sometimes when they're hucking. You're like, no, this huck is not viable. They're not going to do it. And they're like, yeah, we will do it.
There's approaches to teams like, you know, they're not going to throw it. Yeah, they're not going to throw it. And as you know, you're in your third, they're not going to throw it. They're down the field.
Yeah.
They're in sync. They're moving. And that was beautiful. Really beautiful frisbee.
One silver lining for the Falcons is they have 2 seconds left in the quarter, which means they can close out the possession without worrying about a turn here.
And this is a possession. This is the possession time of this league. So as long as the Falcons keep possession of the disc, they continue to play beyond the horn.
Soar with the pull. There's the horn. Earhart, smart play, knocking it down. We love smart players here. Fennig, scanning, trying to get the Madigan. Madigan has a lot of space here. Finds Goss in the middle. Well, Goss, I thought Goss was going to put it out for Earhart. Barnett scanning. Cross field to Fennig. There are cutters open in the middle field. Lee trying to find the ball. Lee is open, but clearing out. Fennig with the huge blast of Goss.
QB1 with the boost.
And that's a goal for the Falcons. Worked out perfectly end of the quarter. Assist from Fennig. And a goal for Goss. 2 goals for Goss.
Comer hair on that one. That was good. Beautiful. That's what Robert Fennig could do with the team. And I was looking who's cut. Multiple people cut. That was beautiful look.
We're closing out the first quarter with Falcons up 7-5. 12 goals in a quarter.
That's exciting. This is really fun frisbee.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll see the fans soon. Welcome back, WUL fans. We appreciate you checking out our beautiful sponsors in that little break. Speaking of sponsors, we did want to mention that Discraft is a presenting sponsor of all broadcasts, and we are thankful for Discraft's support and Discraft's high-quality products that we've been using our entire lives. So as a quick break, we have another, I think, high-octane quarter coming up. I believe Falcons should be... Oh, I thought Falcons would be receiving. They are receiving, yes.
So with this sun, let's see if they catch the disc or they let it land. Let's see what happens with this sun, because it's coming right in their eyes.
The Falcons do have players with the sunglasses, with the sunnies, as they'd say. Down under? Question mark. Fennig was looking for Barnett. Couldn't quite get synced in. Breaking around the Davies. Davies with a call, I believe, contact or a foul on the mark. They're chatting about it. Observer's coming in. Observer wants to know what's the scoop. Don't worry, observers. Players got it handled. Oh, the nice lefty from Davies finds Fennig. Big fakes. Lee. Scanning. Lee back to Fennig. To Goss. Back to Fennig. Fennig with the lasery inside there to Madigan. Madigan was trying to get that little bump. Ended up doing the blow-by back to Fennig. Fennig around to Barnett.
Making a great catch.
Barnett does not let the disc hit the ground.
Juke by
Fennig with the huge fake. Barnett helping move the space. Now we're going small ball the whole way here for a goal. Nope, not a goal. Apologies, Barnett. The Combs with the Golty blade. Is that Madigan who scored? Indeed.
And the Golty blade, exactly. That point was brought to you by Golty.
Combs to Madigan. They really worked it all the way down there.
It's always interesting is that with Fennig, Fennig's got a bag. Robin can share the disc all over the field. I'm surprised that more people, when she's in a power position, are not going, like giving that look. But she'll boost it. And there's not many looks deep that she doesn't like.
I think Soar have had some defenders waiting back there, which leaving enough space up front. And to the Falcons' credit, they'll take what's available.
Yep.
They have the ability to do that.
Yep.
They can complete 100 throws if they have to.
Yep.
You know, Barnett, it's now the perfect time to talk about one of my favorite advanced stats. Receptions above expected. Barnett is at 10.2 catches above that league average player.
Wow.
And she showed it on that point. If it's in her neighborhood, she's going to get the disc. She will bail out her teammates. Posse with a huge huck. This time, a lot of defenders downfield. The Soar receiver still almost got it. Belier was there, just couldn't snag it. Stephanitis with the ball, back to Colton. Colton to the high side. Looks like a pick. Back to Colton. Stephanitis is going to be wide open downfield if the Soar did not communicate. And I fully expect Colton to launch it because she's not marked. Stephanitis, go deep. Yes. Well, I think they heard me.
I think it was very fun. Everybody was talking, Stephanitis. Turn around, it's coming.
Potsy scanning, trying to get the around.
Nice around.
Great mark, but just a little bit better throw.
Big swing.
Barnes to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's been the assist leader on the Soar. The Liberty to Fitzgerald to Coach Putnam. Coach player Putnam. Putnam kind of floated a little bit. Mankoff scanning. Backhand over to Colton. To Song wide open on the low side. Finds the captain, which puts it out to Wataoka. Not in. Wataoka looks off the wide open Colton to get it to Greenlee. Wataoka saw players to watch, had to help Greenlee out. That's my theory.
No, I think it's a great theory. The quick transition from D to O was beautiful to see, the fast break.
We'll see the replay. Colton was literally standing right in front of Wataoka. Good reaction by Wataoka. So, you know, even after that quite valiant first half from the Soar, it's now 9-5, 4 points up for the Falcons. Kind of tough for the Soar, just the way that quarter ended and how this quarter started. They lost a lot of momentum.
Well, giving up that point to end the quarter lost a little bit. But that said, what's in the huddle like? We've got this. Just continue to do that. So whatever the coach, I'm sure, is saying, whatever we did in that first quarter, whatever we found, share the disc, let's just continue to do that. There was nothing magical. They just got in the flow. Now, did the Falcons start to clamp down on the big openings? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm seeing definitely Fitzgerald getting the ball a little bit less. So maybe coach had talked about it. We have Alschuler getting over to Osborne. Steer getting into the center.
So fearless.
Peterson over to Alston. Alston scanning. Found Steer again. So couldn't complete it downfield. Is that a D for Whipfler?
Yeah.
Grobecker. Found Giles. Carnahan. Carnahan will deliver a huge huck. Whiffler's going. Whiffler right at the goal line. Trying to find Grobecker. Grobecker in the short side. There you go. That's a goal. Whiffler to Grobecker with the knee spike.
Beautiful boost by Carnahan.
We'll give Carnahan the hockey assist there.
Yes, exactly. Good call.
I wonder if Whiffler, look like the disc slowed down right there. I think Whiffler was going to try and jump in there, but couldn't quite hold it. Knee spike.
Knee spike, that one's not on our bingo card.
Who made this
along.
bingo
I know.
card?
So maybe you're
Whiffler
not
almost
coming
got the
down.
the bookends there. Got the D,
Right.
got the assist.
Well, there's plenty of frisbee to go.
Double happiness, sorry.
Exactly, double. Thank you. Not on our card, but exactly. It's bookends. It should be double. So maybe you're not coming down to watch the game. Maybe you're at home, got a cold one, watching the game. Falcons in the Soar. I'm going to enjoy this. Welcome.
Donahue with the pull, centering to Potsy, scanning. Nice little high backhand there. Found Berg. Centering to La Liberty. There's a big cut downfield for Luke. Luke made a great read on that and got her hand on it. Just couldn't secure it.
Stephanitis, you can't teach height. That would have been a great catch, but an extra inch or two makes a big difference.
It's hard to get past Stephanitis. Not just height. Stephanitis is a smart player. Knows where to go to get D's. Couldn't just did enough and got Luke off the line a little bit.
That height makes you blink.
Wataoka with a nice initiating around to Colton.
Oh,
Stephanitis. Mankoff with a huge under here. Now will Mankoff send it there? It's a little far. Song saving the play. Song will center to just kind of didn't communicate with Greenlee on that.
Soar do? Big in cut.
Oh, Soar's got to send it. They see Potsy down there. Potsy will lay out. The bidding handler. Barnes scanning. Gets it back to La Liberty. Barnes.
This is red zone light. You're close.
Oh, timeout. Timeout by the Soar.
That's a good call. Maybe this is one of those things like going, okay, this score will reignite the momentum.
I'm really impressed by Potsy's work rate. Potsy went deep, came back to be the reset handler. That's not easy to do. Not fun to defend against.
To your point, I may have boosted. I mean, lots of space in that back corner, a backhand with you work hard to get that separation, that one-on-one.
Yep.
Let the athlete be the athlete. Make
Yeah.
that throw. But look, in a red zone, let's see if they punch it in, and that's why I'm in the booth and not on the field. Don't make me wrong.
Now, Putnam and Soar having to do the double duty of playing and now managing the huddle. Falcons discussing really quite close. The two teams quite close to each other. I don't know if they have any spies listening in, which would not be spirited. Let's see if there's any substitutions here. It looks like, oh, you know what? They gave Potsy the disc to pick up there, so I think they're going to have a little play call. If I had to, there's Fitzgerald out in the ISO space. And then Luke as they continue. If I had to guess, I'm going to send Fitzgerald probably open in the back break. That's what I'd get guessed. But Fitzgerald hadn't guessed it. Center to Greenlee. Colton center to Greenlee. Back to Colton on the high side. Fitzgerald with the mark. Trying to get a little bit flat. Greenlee looking for Song. Mankoff there needs to clear that space. Oh, Stephanitis is loose. Couldn't find the huck there. Carnahan scanning with a great inside, just past the bidding Fitzgerald. Colton trying to find and continue. Donahue.
Beautiful.
Downfield at the Stephanitis, right in the midfield in the sun. Caught that in the sun. Back to Carnahan. Around two players, Mankoff and Colton. Colton eventually gets it inside quickly to Donahue for a goal.
Impressive red zone. Very surgical down the field.
Colton to Donahue. I'll say one thing that's tough about this speedy offense. Hard to keep up. Hard to call out the names. I know they're not too concerned about how we're doing here, but there's a lot going on the field.
It is. This is some beautiful frisbee, both sides. I'm cheering for the Soar to find some inertia, some positive inertia to start making this getting close again. They have the horses. We'll see. Do they have the depth?
Soar got I think their flip line. This is their D line or their flex line right now, from what I've seen in previous points. Falcons have another one of their stacked D lines here. I see they did flip a couple O line players over. I see Earhart over there. Earhart will play both sides. Miller will play both sides.
Chen with the disc pull.
Chen with the pull. Nice pull-up win. Oh, huck from Alschuler. Just couldn't quite get there. Great D by Grobiker. Whipfler scanning. Downfield to Earhart. Earhart will put it to the end zone. Nishida with an open Whipfler and not in for Whipfler. Whipfler loves this little short space there, trying to find her best friend Grobiker, but instead to Wataoka for the goal. Whipfler with the assist.
Wataoka steering the bus. That was a beautiful throw.
I don't actually know if Whipfler and Grobiker are best friends, but they sure play like it.
Seriously, absolutely. So this is one of those situations where, putting on the coach's hat, I may call timeout just to kill the run. Falcons are feeling themselves. They're in the flow. You just want to let's reset and talk about this. Whatever they can recapture that late quarter magic they did in quarter one. It's there. It's possible.
They do have one more timeout. So let's see. We have Soar has their main O-line back on the field. I think they need to find Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald was doing a lot for them in that first quarter. And Falcons may have adjusted, but Fitzgerald is the kind of player who can still make it happen. So Falcons getting ready to pull. It looks like Donahue. Little laser pull. Ooh, the wind gave it a little boost there.
Beautiful pull.
The Liberty to Potsy. Potsy scanning. There's Fitzgerald. Locked up by Donahue there. Tough look. Putnam on the high side. Getting it out to Berg. What a save by Luke. Great bid, Luke. Through the bidding defender. Luke putting it up for the coach. But Colton got it. Colton with the D. Great job, Colton. Donahue to Carnahan. Carnahan's about to blast it for sure. Madigan. But Luke got there. No, Madigan still caught it. Fine Song on the blow-by. Well, Song is going to look for that counterflow. Faked open side, trying to go break side. Lefty flip to Donahue. Just out of Goss's reach, but you know Madigan was down there for the rebound.
Beautiful. Heads up.
Cleaning the glass.
Nice work. Just looking at our bingo card. We got the sky catch, but the ping pong sky catch, is that, what is that? That was good.
That's tough for Luke. Luke had made a great rundown and great position there.
The circus catch was not on our scorecard, but beautiful. Nice lefty.
So is that an assist? I guess we'll give the assist to Donahue. Captain does get the grace there, so. Oh, it looks like there's a timeout. Nope. Yes? I hear a whistle.
There is a timeout.
Anything could be happening.
There you go.
Yes, there's a timeout. The observer with the big T over there. Big T, we appreciate that here in the booth.
Under 4 minutes left. The Soar decide to call a timeout. So you, right now, Coach, if you're the Soar coach, what do you think? What's the tone of your huddle speech?
You know, talk about what a great opportunity it is to be playing frisbee on a beautiful day, in a beautiful city, in a beautiful stadium, spending time with our friends when not everyone's so lucky to do that, and to do what they've been doing early in the game. They know how to play. They're making plays. Just a little unfortunate bounces of the disc. They're going to get what they're looking for. So I think I'm looking for a set play to Fitzgerald and letting her deal from there.
Good. Lovely. I think that strikes the nice tone. You can look at players going, they know what to do. We just got to right the ship here and there. We're back on it. But yes, I think that's a really nice tone to strike in that type of huddle. To Soar.
I might even say, if it's available, you know, get some Combat Candy. Combat Candy is a premier sponsor of the WUL. Giving it a little boost of energy.
Wouldn't you go into your pocket and rain some Combat Candy joy to your players?
Who says no?
All right.
Someone come up here to the booth. Rain some Combat Candy on us.
Nice segue. Very, very nice.
You get a Combat Candy. You get a Combat Candy.
I'm sure they're looking for car keys, but I guess they'll take that. Okay, we'll take that.
All right, let's see what the Soar do.
Fennig with the
Fennig
pull.
with the pull, yeah.
Nice.
The edge pull there. There we have Potsy. Oh, I see Fitzgerald was trying to go deep there. Fitzgerald saved the disc. Fitzgerald scanning. Putting it out. Huge bid by Peterson.
That would have been a magical point.
That's the play. We will put it in their playmaker's hand, putting it out there.
That would have been possibly the play of the game with that connection.
So we see La Liberty. Flat mark on Fennig. Tough matchup here. Greenlee scanning. Greenlee wants to get it back. Oh. Foul, no contest, Putnam. Looked like, you know what players know? Looked like it was pretty close to being a good block.
Yeah.
Greenlee over to the low side there. Ooh, getting a little tough back here with Fennig. There's a lot of pressure here. But Fennig is always cool under pressure. Davies scanning. Got the little lefty, not quite there. Had got that completed before to Fennig, not this time. Fennig, glasses are off. Glasses off. Fennig with the bid, glasses off. Fennig has even more powers. Finds Davies. Scanning. Back to the high side.
That was awesome.
Center to Greenlee. Greenlee sees Whipfler. Whipfler was thinking about the huck there. Didn't quite let it go, Giles. Greenlee. Back to Whipfler. These spaces are available. Can't find the continue there. Stepanaitis in the center of the field. Stepanaitis always dealing from there. Mankoff with the big under. Mankoff wants the deep throw. Mankoff back to Stepanaitis. Continued to Fennig. Fennig scanning for that break lane. The hammer to Mankoff. And the bump. Mankoff not in. Got bumped out. Finds Davies for the goal.
Doing Mankoff things. Took the contact.
Took the contact midair.
She may have even yawned. Really, that's all you have? And nice continuation for the score. Beautiful.
Mankoff, in the end, Mankoff got the assist, but not maybe quite how Mankoff wanted. Mankoff definitely wanted to huck it there.
That was beautiful.
Falcons 14, Soar 5, with 1:25 left in the second quarter. Oh, we have a loud cheering from the fans here. We're going to put that on the bingo card. And I hear the drum beat. Bingo card.
We're close, people.
Falcons with the pole. Quattrucci. And then Alston just trying to sneak it in here on this side. Quillen couldn't tow it in there. Grobiker with the big fake. There's a couldn't quite see. Oh, it's Chen. Of course, one of the players to watch for. How could I miss it?
Absolutely.
To Carnahan. Crossfield. I think that was Alston with the D there.
Good heads up.
Hard, tough to D those big crossfield looks. Very, very heads up by Alston, just as you said. Oh. Something happened on the field. What's happening? Everyone's waving.
I think Donahue was anticipating a carom.
Observers. Nishida with a good pose before the mark. Petrucci talking. We'll never know. Oh, they're using the little, I've seen that symbol, I think from American football games. The little, like, run the clock. There you go, the clock was wrong. Finally, my cross-sport knowledge paid off. I'm going to say the observer, Sebastian, I will applaud him, Sebastian Miner, for knowing the little symbol there. Quattrucci starting. Found Steer. Steer with the big huck. Oh, Alston just almost snuck in there on Colton. Colton a wall, though.
Falcons
Colton.
on the attack.
Grobecker.
31 seconds
Donahue.
left in the half.
Timeout. That's a big T. Donahue, not pleased. Donahue with the 2 thumbs down.
Let the big dogs eat. We're in flow.
Lucky Donahue's a captain, and maybe the
We're in
captain get
flow,
away with
and all of a
those thumbs
sudden we
down.
hear the, whistle. What? Wait a second. Let us go. That's funny.
Now, let's see if it was a couple games ago against the Astra, right? Where the Astra tried to milk out the time there at the end of the quarter. Do the Falcons try and milk the clock here?
No, that, thank you. Perfect. Got my headphone back.
Oof, we missed you.
Thank you. I'm just talking into space. But when you've got a player normally you get the sideline going, boo, why let them play? It was the player. Like, wait a second. Let us roll.
We appreciate the on-field camera work. We're getting a shot of Coach Dariani. Coach Durkin. If you saw it for a split moment, the Jumbotron also had Coach Dariani on the board, so a little double Dariani action. I'm
Nice.
trademarking that.
Thank you. It was not on a bingo card, but that's good. That could be the middle.
When one Dariani's not enough, why not 2? ¿Por qué no los dos?
Que bueno.
Fennig picking up the disc. That was Donahue's punishment for the thumbs down. Little dish to Barnett. We're just going to, I think, watch the Barnett Fennig Lee engine walk it down the field. Oh! Fennig with the perfectly weighted huck to Madigan. Wow. That's some artistry right there.
If WOW was on your bingo card, there's multiple ones coming from Fennig.
Madigan didn't have to mac that one.
So when you have Robin Fennig in power position, I'm always surprised that someone's got to go. This is someone who's got so much touch, range, a bag of different angles that you can hit from. That was beautiful.
That's a tough throw. That's what ball knowers would say. That's the same third huck. That wasn't just the same third. That was a same 1/30th huck. That was right on the line there.
Well, I don't know if I'm contributing to this argument. I like same third hucks.
Oh,
That
my
space is
goodness.
beautiful.
That's a hot take. We like hot takes here.
But that said, she threw over the left shoulder, so the sun was out of the equation. Now, I don't know if she did that. She just found that throw to make that successful throw. But if you threw with the intention of taking the sun out of that, that's just high-level math.
You know what? Big brain action.
Yeah.
Big brain coach over here. There's the pull from Nishida, I believe. Nishida got under that one.
Beautiful. Anything beyond a 30 is beautiful. 5 seconds
Liberty
left.
to Potsy. Potsy scanning, trying to find Fitzgerald. Now, what's Fitzgerald going to distribute?
This is a possession now, as long as the Soar maintains possession.
Bollier to Potsy, kind of hanging at Bowl. Potsy, great save. Is someone cutting deep for Potsy? Whoa, a big inside cross-field look. Was that in
So it's out.
for Barnes?
Observers
They're looking
calling it
around.
out.
The observers were standing. I'm just making. I was just teasing you,
Are they going
observers.
to confer?
They were just standing there. They were as amazed as me. They were as amazed as me by that throw. Forgot to look down at the feet.
Well, that's tough. You want to make the catch. You want to figure, okay, they're going to go to the jumbo. Okay, the official observers. That's their role for observers. They
Yep.
go in and out, up and down.
Active.
That's their wheelhouse.
Exactly. Active in, out, up, down calls.
Bummer. So we're in flow. That was fun to see.
And that's the end of the first half.
You know, regardless of the score of the game, this is fun. There's a lot of energy. Athletes are playing. You've got different strategies involved in it. If you look at the nuance of the game, how it plays out, it's really fun to see. Looking at the different approaches from both coaching situation and the energy of both teams. They're up and competitive, both of them.
You know, I think Soar definitely going to need this halftime. They didn't score a goal this half. Falcons were about even. They kept their pace in this half, and just getting no goals from the Soar's tough.
So it's one of those questions is, you know, you're looking at the stats. Were they shutting down their big hitters and their big throwers to go side to side? Were people tired? Was there injury? What big catalyst was taken out of the equation to keep them from getting in the flow?
Well, fans will also get some time to think about that as we go to a break.
Nicotine is only for extreme athletes who eat dominance.
Actually, let's skip that part. Combat Candy is for everyone who trains hard and deserves better than choking down powder. 5 grams of science-backed creatine in a gummy that turns supplement routine into something to look forward to. Just because your workout is serious business doesn't mean your creatine supplement is to be. Combat Candy. Making strength frickin' delicious. Try it at combatcandies.com.
Planning your club season? Come to Ski Town, August 15th and 16th in Salt Lake City. There will be a women's, mixed, and open division. We are now accepting bids, and scan the QR code on the screen or email skitownclassic@gmail.com for more information. We'll see you at Ski Town.
It is championship weekend in the Western Ultimate League.
Covered and grabbed! It's Yen! Oh! What a grab! And oh my God!
Grab from Chung, and as Chip Chang launches to Statmeyer for a goal. And a blazing
into the end zone, and it's a layout grab.
Up for Milner.
Wow! Oh my goodness, Leah. That was a dime ball. It's a goal! Hey! Callahan and Julia!
Welcome back, WUL fans. Good to see you all again. We're back here. Lawrence is checking back in with me as we have a couple minutes before this half. I'm excited to have a little bit of time to talk more advanced stats. My favorite thing to talk about, since defense has been so hot this first half for the Falcons. I want to talk about a couple of my favorite stats: relative defensive efficiency. So this is a defensive efficiency rating that's used by comparing how that player is versus when they're not on the field. And two of the huge leaders on the WUL are Song and Whiffler. Something that's kind of tricky is that there's a lot of O-line players that have a good RDE, but it doesn't really make sense because they're not actually playing a lot of defensive possessions. But Song and Whiffler, big time stalwarts, and you can see it on the field. Every time there's a D point, you're going to see Song and Whiffler creating chaos. Along with them on the player efficiency rating on the D-line, Pugh and Ishida are some of the league leaders also, well, along with Whiffler. And again, when we miss Pugh today, because Pugh is one of the anchors on that D-line as well.
Elijah Pugh is QB1 on the D-line, and an exciting player who is not here for this game. Absolutely. So looking at these stats, can you expound a little bit more on what you're seeing here? How does it translate to the game now, or is it just general observations?
I think I love the stats because they help me understand a little bit more about why a player is impactful. We can see a lot about, like, it seems very clear, like, why is Fennec great? Why are Barnett great? Because they're making plays. But when you go to the stats and you see that they complete throws at a higher than average rate, when they're catching at a higher than average rate, you understand they're so powerful as possession-based O-line handlers. And then I think it's a good thing to explain to other players about, like, hey, you want to be a premier player. It's not just about those beautiful same third hucks. It's also about making the 100 easy plays, getting 99 out of the 100 easy plays every time.
The Falcons have nuance. I like an up-tempo game, but you want to be able to have nuance, and they're definitely. What's also when you have a player like Fennec who can boost it out, the Falcons have depth, so they can stretch the field with a number of players.
Yep.
But thanks for that stat roundup.
All right, kicking off the second half, Potsy with the quick huck, just turfed it there a little bit. Bullier going huge. Quick D by Berg. Berg was watching film of that first half. Saw the Falcons pattern there. Potsy with the quick dish, trying to go up line. Potsy will get open deep in the end zone. Potsy's looking for it. Didn't get it from Bullier. Bullier to Barnes to. Oh. And there's a D from Whiffler. Catch block. Yeah, right there. See?
Chaos.
3 blocks for Whiffler. Song to Nishida. Looked off Stepanitis, getting a little inside swing to Song. Around to Chen. Just popped out of Chen's hand. Probably the sun there might have blinded Chen there.
Soar in the red zone.
Fitzgerald trying to find a goal. Curving it. Just getting it through. Can't quite see who caught that there.
Seems to be a trend with
Barnes. Fitzgerald back on the board with an assist, 4th assist for Fitzgerald.
Nice.
Leading the game right now in the assists.
So Soar came out. Let's go at them.
Yep.
Let's go at them. Let's see what happens. And guess what?
Now we'll see. If you can see the Falcon side, everyone has hands in their face. This is not going to be an easy initiation for this O-line. Where the Sunnies only, Madigan and Fennec with the Sunnies.
And so you'll probably see, let's see. So the interesting thing is when you're on offense, pulling the pull will be a challenge, but looking back away from the sun, the offense is not going to be stunted.
Those in cuts are hard, yeah. Or yeah, the handler is trying to scan downfield. Lee with a beautiful around, found Fennig on the high side. Back to Lee. Nothing. There's a little mix-up there with the Falcons players downfield. Had to go cross-field to Madigan. Madigan trying to get it back off of this side. Fennig scanning. Finds Barnett. To Combs. Will Combs put it? And Combs should try and get off the sideline. Wow, that's Earhart with a beautiful bid. Earhart, huge catch radius. And into Giles, I think. Earhart, incredible bid there. Oh, what? Oh, no, this is out of bounds. Oh, what?
Observer Sebastian Miner with a different perspective.
Here we got a break opportunity right now for the Soar. Oh. A timeout. A timeout. The rare 2 minutes into the second half timeout. But, you know, if the Soar are thinking use it to kick off a little run, why not?
Hey, look, it's a break. You want to try to get it out of the red zone. If it's a turn, you put the Falcons in their red zone where they're very proficient and comfortable. Maybe like, let's run something, at least run a play that we get a boost. The challenge, again, just like with the pull, if you boost, you got to figure out where the sun is because this disc is white and you're coming in, you're trying to get an edge.
Yeah.
That said, let's see what happens. Let's see what the idea is with this play.
It looks like the Soar O-liners are on there. I see Fitzgerald. I see Potsy. I'm trying to see who's going to pick it up.
With the WUL, you can go wholesale.
Yeah.
On a timeout, which means you can swap out the whole team.
And it's Luke Barnes. It does look like Potsy is in kind of the prime area. I also see Berg. Yeah, this is their O-line here. Balier.
Soar in a horizontal stack.
We'll see what Potsy's move is. It's probably to go back center to her, and then
Cody
I think,
playing center field, preventing that boost.
They tried running a little clearing cut there. Didn't quite work. Giles stayed in that space, cut off that look there. Great play by Giles. Finds Berg. Or Barnes. Apologies, Barnes. Oh. Just couldn't get it to Berg there. Didn't see the poach. We have Barnett. Mankoff with a beautiful around to Barnett. Carnahan with the nice counterflow move. Oh! There was a chance there. Wow, Madigan saved it. Madigan with the huge fake. Great in cut there. Giles. Barnett around to Carnahan.
Beautiful change of direction.
Madigan saved that. That was a tough catch. Quick move to Barnett. Barnett right there in the front of the end zone. Too many cuts. Madigan with space. That's tough. Madigan with the quick around to Barnett. That's the goal.
So smooth.
Madigan to Barnett. That's a tough break for the Soar. They had their chances there. And Madigan is absolutely stuffing the stat sheet right now. 3 goals, 3 assists. Whippler also leading the way. Whippler with 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 blocks. Holy moly.
Madigan made a great catch to preserve that red zone. And just a very calm, poised player. I got that vibe that all these Falcons players are like, Coach, you put me in, am I go in next?
Now in this kind of game, I don't want to start too early. I'm not trying to be disrespectful of anybody, but you know, if I was the Falcons, I'd look at this half as a chance to workshop some stuff. Work on some different player combos, some different O and D looks.
Absolutely. And that's always the argument. Do you have it in the bag to go, you know, we've been workshopping this, let's play it? Or do you just simply run the same things, but you put your second, third level people into more challenging positions? Handler stack, or you move handlers down, handlers downfield to be covers.
So you know what? Speaking of the devil, the Falcons are running some kind of zone. Looks like a 3-3-1. Maybe a force middle. Flat from Wataoka.
They're definitely closing the windows.
Yeah, I think they're out of it now. They're back to person.
Yeah.
Here we have Song on the mark on against Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with a nice loopy throw. Just sneaking it in to Alschuler. Who was that? Wataoka snuck over there. Almost got it, huh?
Yes. It took a little saucy play. Look, right now at some point when you're down, you're up against time. And look, we're in the middle of the third quarter, so you got a little bit of time, but you still got to shoot. You should take advantage.
Yeah. 5 assists for Fitzgerald. Wow.
So
let's see this replay. Just a buttery biscuit, as some other announcers might say.
Beautiful. Yes.
Great catch by Alschuler. Tough when you're just standing there open. Can get a little scary.
Those are one of those your defenders. Like, I shut this down as high style comp. They're not going to throw. Wait a second. They threw it. They couldn't possibly throw it. What?
You know, I might have had to guess. Fitzgerald, Goldie player.
Yes. That's off our bingo card. Wondering what influenced any of these highlights.
Is there anything else we can add on here while we're at the nest? Oh, timeout.
There was a timeout. We're waiting for a crowd chant or crowd wave.
Okay, we have Barnett centering to Fennig. Sort of hustling down there. You want to call out Peterson there for putting on pressure. Barnett with a huge hook. Finds Goss. I thought Soar defended that well. Just creeped over. Miller scanning. Miller trying to get back to Fennig. Lee wanted it. Earhart commanding the field right here in front. Earhart will find Goss. Not in. Now Goss scanning. Finds Barnett.
Lydia Goss breaking ankles in the ace position.
Goss is first assist. Barnett, another goal, I think. That was Barnett scored the last goal too, right?
I believe so.
So Barnett using those small space moves to get a couple goals.
When you are watching the teams warm up, and I was watching the Falcons before, their red zone was really crisp. You're seeing it translate from warm-ups to game time. It's really nice to see. The angles, the 7 cuts, the sort of they're in sync with the handlers, knowing where their cutters are going to go. Really nice work.
You're going to love one of the advanced tests is red zone offensive efficiency, and you would not be surprised that the Falcons are right up there at a staggering 72% efficiency.
You need to be in the mid to high 70s to, I think, really walk away with a championship or be in the conversation.
Yes.
Last game, the Soar were in 45%, and that's anemic. And
that's not enough.
Yeah. They know that, but that's one of the things that you gotta work on.
Luke trying to find a target. Tried to get it to Potsy. Oh, I was wrong. It was Barnes. The Liberty. Back to Barnes. Finds Fitzgerald. Quick bump. To the Liberty. To Luke. Scanning. Trying to get it on the backhand side there, Luke. Belier. This is Barnes. Barnes scanning. It's tough in the sun. Barnes put it up. Sees an open receiver. Was Berg? That's right. No. What happened?
A stall.
A stall?
We'll see.
Watch out, everyone.
The Falcons have been really successful in stopping the Soar getting in the flow, and you had that really,
Wow.
stop the flow and really forced a high stall flick.
Observer agreed with that.
Backhand.
Watoka finds Grobecker. Tough catch to
Beautiful
traffic.
catch. Absolutely.
Sees Mankoff. There's someone in the lane there. Mankoff loaded it up.
Exactly.
Finds Grobecker. Oh, just out of Grobecker's reach. Grobecker almost always gets those. Actually, I haven't seen Grobecker miss a ball like that.
It's very rare. This game, for all the players, have been making terrific catches.
You see Berg. Will Liberty. Potsy's there. Great catch by Potsy. Potsy's trying to find someone to hug to. Donahue shut it down. Carnahan scanning. Waves off Donahue. Oh, was the fake to get the cut, the break cut. Center to Carnahan. Carnahan took that lane a little bit there. Wataoka with a beautiful in throw to Grobecker. Oh, Grobecker send it. Back to Stepanitis. Stepanitis scanning. Nice continue to Mankoff. Mankoff do it? No, Mankoff playing possession ball. Nice inside throw from Stepanitis to Donahue. Great catch too to Grobecker. Very efficient offense here. Finds Donahue. There's a huge space in the middle of the field. Falcons doing an excellent job making room available. And we had Carnahan to Mankoff for the goal.
So efficient. That was beautiful.
Carnahan.
Great defense with Donahue. Mankoff. I was curious to see if Mankoff was going to boost it.
Mankoff's been looking. She knows this is her last game at the Nest. She definitely wants to go out with a bang or with a caw. What did Falcons say?
A soaring crescendo. Mixing music and bird.
Oh, like screech? An eagle screech?
Maybe not a screech. We'll work on that.
If any Falcons are watching, please dial in and let us know.
Yes. We're writing new boxes in our bingo card to accommodate these observations. But what's nice is if you're Coach Dariani, you're seeing proficiency, you're seeing joy, the disc is being shared. I would love, being greedy, a few more boosts to stretch the field, but you're definitely finding a nuance. The Falcons have a nuance to their game, which is nice.
Falcons pull it. Falcons up 18-7. 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
So the question on our bingo card, are they going to be greater than 20? I think it's safe to say our bingo card, our number is going to be
getting there,
covered. Yeah.
Steer initiating. Quattrucci. Osborne. Back to Steer, back to Quattrucci. Harden. Alston. Back to Harden. No, Quattrucci. This is fast, the kind of different tempo. Soar offense here. It's fun to see this. Quattrucci kind of driving the bus here. Quattrucci's, there was an open receiver downfield, unfortunate. Osborne was wide open.
That 7-second stall count can get people, can definitely catch up on people. What made difference in that Soar was a couple lefty breaks. It keeps the flow going, keeps the defense on their heels.
Colt with the big huck.
Boom.
Wow, Whipfler saved that.
It's a big target.
Alston Osborne was there. Nishida scanning. Nishida's probably going to try and get around. Oh, no, there's an under there from Whipfler. Right on the corner there. Giles. Oh, Soar got a nice tough mark. Wow. No. There was a stall there.
Time winding down.
Stall, no contest.
Hot potato. Very unusual.
Very, yeah. I guess Falcons aren't 100% efficient in the red zone.
That is actually Coach Daryani normally calls a timeout in that situation. But you have this luxury. Wasn't necessary.
Steer. To Peterson. Peterson scanning. Back to back to Osborne. Osborne with a huge hook. Finds Alston for a goal. Let's see the Selly. Oh. I'm gonna have to get the zoom in there. I want to see that again.
Nibbling? Was that a cookie?
It could have been.
Cookie spike?
A little courtesy.
You talk about not knowing about roommates. That's team chemistry right there. Watch that turn. Brig catch.
Let's see
All of a sudden,
Osborne.
I see you.
Osborne, beautiful throw by Osborne. Wow.
Really.
Okay, now we can watch the Selly again. Trying to analyze. Oh, it's playing a flute. It's a flute for a snake. A snake charmer.
Was it or was it a salmon?
That was a snake charmer.
Okay, snake
that
charmer.
was a snake
Okay, good
charmer.
deal. Okay.
That's incredible.
All right.
I haven't thought about that
was a
this millennium.
I thought that was a flopping fish. You say a snake charmer. Okay.
She was playing a flute.
I missed that. Okay, good deal. A creative spike. We don't have that.
That's got to be on there. So Osborne with the
awesome.
assist. Alston with the goal.
Love the creativity.
That's someone was watching Indiana Jones recently, I think.
So that's 8.5 to 18. I'm going to give it a half
Hey,
point credit to that.
It's 3-3. 3-3 this half.
Oh,
There's
good.
this
Yeah.
quarter, right?
Word. That's a great way to look at it.
You see Combs scanning. Not quite what Combs wanted. Great fill cut from Earhart. Heady player Earhart.
I love Goss's cutting. Hungry.
Fennig scanning. Fennig finds Earhart right there in the wide open break space. Earhart moves it back. Blow by. Break to Combs. Goss in. Continue to Earhart. And that's a goal. That's a clinical. As they'd say in Europe, that's clinical.
That was so beautiful. Olivia Goss demonstrating her bag, short game bag. Earhart just making hungry catches, hungry cuts. So fun to see.
Earhart,
This is fun. This is nice.
You know, Earhart out there looks, she looks like she's just gliding everywhere. It doesn't, I know she does work really hard. She's a terrific athlete, but she just looks like she's jogging, but jogging really fast.
When you have those skills and you're in shape, that's what you look like. You're out there floating, making cuts. You're in chemistry. Beautiful.
Facts, as the kids would say.
Yeah.
100 emoji.
Nice.
Falcons up 19-8. Got a stand shot there, 10 number 9. We love that. We love fan signage. Potsy pulls it down.
1:38 left in the quarter.
Blue Liberty back to Potsy, to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald trying to find something there. Beautiful around throw to Barnes. Barnes scanning the big lefty forehand hook to Luke. Incredible. That's Soar ultimate right there. Wow, huge throw from Barnes. I've been looking for that this game.
I think the Soar have too. They're capable of it. Maybe this is a player that normally does not have the green light or nobody's cutting
Absolutely ripped that lefty.
for them. Boom, look at that.
On a frozen rope.
A dot all day.
A
Beautiful.
dot. Luke's been having a great day in cutting. Hasn't been quite as successful deep, but so great to see Luke getting downfield there. Still tied. I think it was a break to start, but 4-4.
And these are the small things as a coach. Okay, we're 0-0. Let's play a game. Let's see what happens. That's a great way.
So revving up for the pull. right to Fennig. Sun's just getting down enough to maybe give it a little bit more vision. Barnett, whoa, great in-cut D there by Alston.
You know, Alston's eyes got big. You're not going to throw. You're not. Oh, you are going to throw.
Rare to get past Combs there. Osborne scanning. Osborne with a big hug last time, 2 points ago. Ooh, it was a timeout. Phew. Barter was scanning. Didn't see the reset from Osborne there. But timeout just in time.
Started getting tunnel vision. Now they nip that in the bud. Like, hey, well, I'm right here. Just turn around.
And this timeout is the perfect time to thank another one of our wonderful sponsors. Breakmark is the WUL's official apparel provider. Breakmark has helped design these wonderful jerseys. We have the signature Falcons jersey, and I love the Soar jersey. Not gonna lie, I'd love to get my hand on one of these too.
They're beautiful. Breakmark does lovely work, and I love to say, go to the store, get the Soars jersey, the Falcons jersey, make your casual Friday a WUL Friday. Rocking this swag. Soar family and friends up in the stands waving back to players.
Now we'll see what the... Okay, Potsy's picking it up. If I had to guess, I'm looking for Fitzgerald somewhere.
Do they run a quick play and then go for the dump blow by? Let's see.
I think the Falcons are smart. They put Whipfler on Fitzgerald there. Shut them down. But Belier made a nice cut there. Barnes scanning. Back to Potsy.
Potsy slicing and dicing.
Gets to the Liberty. Back to Potsy. Finds Barnes.
Fries.
Oh, Stepanitis, really tough defense on that up line. Potsy made a great move.
Shutting down QB1.
Luke here. This is the Sour's red zone opportunity here. The Liberty looking, nothing quite there. Nice around throw to Barnes. One more shot for Barnes. Luke got open right there, but just outside. That's the quarter horn. Quick flip to Berg for the goal. Just on time, and that's a break for the Soar. They won this quarter 5-4.
That's beautiful work by the Soar.
Luke made a really nice cut there to get open right on the line, right on the end zone line. And they looked a little bit chillier. They've been throwing those little loopy throws, those kind of edging away throws. This time they just worked it under until they got someone open.
No, their QB1 Barnett left to the back of the stack. I thought maybe she'd circle around and get back in the fray. And now they have depth. Soar have depth to convert that red zone. So we got one more quarter in the regular season. And I'm sure that's the Soar saying, look, let's leave it on the field. This is the last quarter of our season.
You know, it's a little bittersweet. This last quarter has been a really wonderful season here with the fans, with the team, with you, Lawrence. But I am hyped for championship weekend. We have some really terrific games on tap.
Look, the Falcons have unfinished business. They've been knocking on the door. They were the coaching staff of the year a couple years ago. They went to the championship game last year and came up short against Super Bloom. They got unfinished, but they're you know, I think the pieces are in place to make a serious run. Now, there's other teams that have something to say about that. But, again, it looks like the pieces are in place. And I know they like their chances. I liked how the team's looking.
There's truly, you know, titans in the league. We have Seattle, Colorado, San Diego, and the Falcons. That's going to be quite the quartet. for that weekend.
So it's going to be interesting to see, do the Falcons draw Colorado?
Who
or
they
do
beat?
they draw the Tempest, Seattle Tempest? There's three that are high octane: Super Bloom and Tempest. Go. They tear off the brake and go. That tends to be. Colorado, I'm trying to figure out their game. They're very nuanced, but I don't know about as explosive as the other two teams are.
So it is interesting for the Falcons. They have enough of a. They were down, I think, around 10-ish on the point differential against Super Bloom. They could catch it up, but Super Bloom do play after this. So, or they actually may have started already. Barnett here on the low side, around to Earhart, to Fennig. A little busy in the middle of the field. Lee. Oh, Lee, drop with a rare drop.
So I'm going to talk out of pocket. Is there a chance that the semifinals will be with Super Bloom?
There is a chance. No. It's crossover with the Northwest Conference.
So yes,
Yeah.
I was going to just to say.
So then they will get Alpenglow. Right now they're scheduled for Tempest. Altschuler scanning. Finds Quattrucci. Is a stall? Question mark. Lee. Stall on Altschuler. They're talking about a no stall. Overrule stall.
Oh, we got it on our bingo card. Stall overruled.
Now, we're just waiting for a travel call. These players are real rule followers here. I know, that's just a tough drop for Quattrucci. Quattrucci's been really playing some great small ball.
The disc doesn't lie. It does not appear on our... Oh, big boost.
Ending with just a great throw to Goss. And that's a goal. Really quick, fast break there.
40.
Third assist for Fennig, third goal for Goss.
I'm only hoping that on our bingo card, 2-for-1 tacos
Oh,
are available, but it's not. We got
the J and the B special.
Yeah. Again, not on our bingo card.
Everyone's favorite taco Saturday
We can make that work.
in the Bay Area. Everyday Taco Day, wonderful Mexican food. One of the crown jewels of Mexican American food, in my opinion.
Olay.
Oh, sorry.
We're 10 minutes, a couple minutes into this half. We already got some exciting ultimate going on. So we got a little break here. I wanted to thank our final sponsor. Friction gloves are the official glove of the WUL, and you'll see many of our top players in the league sporting them, including one of the QB1s, Robin Fennig. Don Colton also, I see, typically has the gloves on.
So we got 10 minutes into the fourth quarter. I'm sure Coach Linkfield is still talking about let's do the basics.
Yep.
Throw, make the catch. You know this game. You've made thousands of throws, except that one.
Greenlee knew the reset play better than Soar did. The catch block. Greenlee right on the doorstep. Davies scanning. With a little flip, another catch block. Back to Potsy. This time completes it to La Liberty. Fitzgerald. Back to Potsy. La Liberty. Barnes. La Liberty. That was Luke.
Coach Putnam looking to boost.
No, Belier. Oh, Davies with the underblock. Carnahan scanning. Nice and get to Grobecker. Grobecker with the great backhand continue. Huge bid by Davies is all over the place this point. Davies even has energy to make a call. A foul. No contest on the mark, I guess. Davies. Oh, I thought I was going to go for that little lefty flip. Finds Wataoka. Carnahan with a little dodge. Huge room on the backhand side. Wataoka putting it out the space for Greenlee and a goal. Perfectly weighted throw from Wataoka.
Beautiful. In flow, in step. Great catch by Greenlee.
Second assist for Wataoka. Second goal for Greenlee. Symmetrical. We like symmetrical. Humans love that.
Putnam leaving their feet. Being very active, trying to be distracted. Carnahan had nothing.
Distractive.
That is not under make-up words. But yes. Sarah Carnahan had
Greenlee.
unfazed.
Greenlee's on our
Goal number
fans.
3.
We on our bingo card. It does show up here.
Yes.
But we're now in a kind of tough. Oh, we're over. Score over 20. We have the corners. What is that called? That's something in bingo, right? If you have the 4 corners.
Well, we're waiting for that travel call to happen, but that's okay. We're having fun.
Well, what do you think we'll win? A boombox?
Look, I'm one shy for a toaster oven.
A toaster oven.
I need a toaster oven.
You know, annoying to clean toaster ovens.
A cheese straightener I've been always wanting to get.
Petrucci. Can't quite see. It's steer, I think. Oh, a stall. Tough look. That was a fast 7, huh?
That was a very quick 7.
No stall, but it was turned over. Question mark? Right, yeah, it was turned over anyway, so no stall, but turn. Song is like, no one's going to guard me? Song scanning. Nice fake. Negative to Stepanitis. Stepanitis going to the middle of the field. Song can now direct. Continuing over. Finds Chen. Right to that back corner. To Giles. Now Giles gets her first goal.
Chen with a dot. That was beautiful. Was it Chen that threw that?
Chen threw that.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Players watch.
I'm looking at the high five. Yeah, that was so beautiful, so well executed.
Falcons are very happy to go cross-field. They'll go cross-field horizontally and then go back across and then play off of that. It's just hard to cover these wide fields.
Yeah, no, if you're able to change direction so seamlessly, it puts stress on the defense. Soar, let me go back to besides making sure you throw to your same teammates, it's just throw and catch. Play with joy, throw and catch. You know this. Now, it's interesting with the Falcons, they are shutting off the big, deep look. Let's see if they do. If they give a junk look, they are still continuing to go at this team.
Okay, Mankoff with the pole.
Talons are out with the Falcons.
Talons are out.
Like that?
Why haven't we been saying that? It was right there the whole time.
Completely.
Potsy using the liberty to redirect. Back to Potsy with the power. Luke was there trying to set up that cut, but Luke didn't like the setup of Grobecker. Tough.
Soar in the side stack. Uh-oh, someone's free. Nope.
Like there's 3 Falcons deep defenders.
Boom, saying no.
Barnes centering the Potsy. Gosh. Unfortunate, just bounced off Bollier's hands.
Those are the small things that sort of take food out of your mouth. We're in flow. They know that. It's just, you got to make those catches.
There's an injury from Luke. Oh, we don't like to see that. Luke's been playing terrific this game.
They have such beautiful flow when the Soar get into that, and then just a doink. We've all been there.
Osborne coming in. Any subs for the Falcons? Nah. Carnahan doesn't even care. Carnahan's calling the play right now. That's a true vet. Any stoppage in play? Direct. Greenleaf. Oh! Earhart got a little bump there. Didn't call it.
Very rare for any of the Falcons to be missing those. It was probably a bump. Wasn't called. Yeah.
Earhart just welcomes the physical play. Oh, a hammer reset from Osborne.
Beautiful.
Barnes scanning. Another beautiful lefty around, but Earhart just got her pawn there. That's a tough D to make. A little laser break throw. Great play by Earhart. Got to put the D there for her on the stats. Boom.
I know Earhart's eyes were big. They're not going to make that.
There you
throw.
go, Earhart with the in cut and the bump. Wataoka putting it up. Putting it up for Combs. I love the hat coming off. The hat off for Liberty. Liberty scanning with the around break to Potsy. Potsy sends it to Barnes. Barnes, great, very casual catch.
Beautiful hands.
Barnes negative to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, of course, would throw the Blady around backhand for the goal. Fitzgerald within 20 yards of the end zone is deadly.
Yes. So calm, so confident, and has a bag.
And an absolute bag. And you know what? Fitzgerald's teammates know. Fitzgerald's know if you just go down to the end zone, Fitzgerald will get it to you.
Well, that's the thing. People will cut and be looking back at the handler. Said, no, you have a hungry handler. Just make the cut. They see. They see. If there's a window you've created, they're going to hit you.
Seeing the replay from the back, from the end zone angle is just really remarkable. What a great throw by Fitzgerald. So now the Falcons are definitely playing for point diff. So the Falcons need to find a way to press for a few more goals to give themselves a shot. Because Sidewinders could win that game, keep it close against Super Bloom. If I'm correct, I think it is a game in Arizona too, so it'll be a home game.
Is there one more?
Or I think it's the Super Bloom they're probably playing right now.
You're talking about one. You're talking for the WUL.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep, it is the Super Bloom at the Sidewinders they're playing right now. So do a little score. I'd love to do some scoreboard watching, see what their score is right now. It's just like March Madness. See Giles finds Lee. Lee downfield. Make one cut for Lee. She will find the end zone to Goss. Lee with the assist.
Seven cutting and
Goss 4 goals.
Yes.
23-11 Falcons.
Goss is such a compelling cutter. She makes such beautiful cuts to get open. And she cuts hungry. Some people will cut, they'll be timid. It's like, you better be throwing to me. Why aren't you throwing to me? Throw to me. And great hands, great energy.
We have 5:30 left. Oh, we see Goss on the Jumbotron here. Incredible. Looks like is that a Falcon or what they would say, a Seahawk?
That, I think they're going to probably stay in theme and maybe that may be a white Falcon.
Oh. We don't like Seahawks here in the Bay Area. Not welcome.
This is true.
See Donahue at the pole.
If you're a 49ers fan, it's a football reference. 5 minutes, just a little bit above 5 minutes left in the final quarter.
Potsy initiating. Back to La Liberty. Finds Osborne, I believe. Fitzgerald was there. Fitzgerald got cut off there. Oh, Potsy with the snag. Just over Song's head. Nice around to Barnes. Barnes is gonna load. I thought Barnes was gonna load up that flick back forehand. Oh, Potsy sends it out to Osborne. They're rolling right now. Oh, I see this. They're soaring. The Soar Selly.
Yes. Coach Putnam is doing the flapping, the soaring early last quarter. So the Falcons are doing a flat mark, really trying to, I mean, to your point of probably working on point diff, really close the windows and prohibit those deep throws or clean deep looks. And Soar looked to make it happen. They found a way disc to the middle and a continuation. Change field direction. And that's a connection that's been very close. They looked at that as a play in their bag, but I think this was their first successful one in flow.
So let's take a look at this Falcons O-line. We got the super trio of Lee, Fennig, Barnett, and some terrific cutters. We got Miller, Combs, Earhart, Goss. How do you cover this girl? I guess you just gotta try. Combs wide open, sends it to Earhart. Earhart will track this down.
Combs blowing kisses. Look, Combs will stretch the field.
Wow.
I don't know if that's her direction, but Fearless has it in her bag to throw it deep and dot. Beautiful.
I think Combs and Earhart have some North Carolina connection. Am I making this up? I think so. Fans, let me know. Let me know in the chat if I'm fibbing.
I wonder if the connection is with Colton as well.
That's right. And see one of the strongholds of Ultimate in North America. We see Mankoff getting ready to pull. Mankoff, I don't know if I really noticed Mankoff pulling before, so this is kind of a fun little twist here.
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what, in this game, they're trying to see if they got an extra puller there.
It's going to be too bad that Julia Mankoff is not here next year. He's a very talented, can fill up the stat sheet all over the place.
Ooh, Song was almost there for that centering throw. Kind of floating it up there for Osborne. Mankoff with the D. Will Mankoff get bookends? Colton will put it up.
Oh.
Song put it up. Song, now they're playing Falcons Ultimate. Centers to Colton. Finds Watoka. Watoka putting it up. 2. Mankoff. Did Mankoff get it in? Out.
Oh, I can't see through this window. Oh.
Wait.
Okay.
No, it's.
Okay.
I think that was Observer Taylor said out, right? Oh, Potsy putting it up. Wow.
Beautiful.
Great catch with Balier. Back to Barnes. Oh, Barnes took the sunglasses off. It's a new player. Balier with the drop. Colton putting it up to Mankoff. Oh, Balier with a crazy play.
Mankoff had unfinished business.
Wow, I give a lot of credit to Balier after that tough drop, recovering, laying out for that.
No, there's pride on the line. These are athletes putting on the line. It's nice to see.
Potsy inside to the round break. Barnes with the huge cannon out to Fitzgerald. Incredible bid. Fitzgerald did not, and Fitzgerald's ready to mark. That's amazing. Timeout. Watoka, not the happiest about that. Fitzgerald right now, the adrenaline is wearing off, and Fitzgerald's like, maybe a little ouch.
Yeah,
that was a huge bid.
Yeah, doing battle with the earth is not fun sometimes.
I see Fitzgerald checking her burns. She's like, oh my gosh.
But sometimes it can be a satisfying greeting card from the turf, like welcome and congratulations, and that was hungry. Look, that was a sick layout. That was an athlete putting it on the line. It was nice.
Would love to see the replay of that. I think Fitzgerald got a lot of air on that. Two coaching staffs talking right now. Durkin animated in the Falcons. Is he happy animated or not so happy animated? Okay, we're gonna see
on the flight home. This is the best in-flight movie. I'm sorry. Let's talk about the game.
Balier, just enough there. Balier hit the deck. Let's see the setup. One of my favorite things out of a timeout is trying to make a guess on what they're going to do. Looks like they're letting Combs, Earhart, ISO. Who says no? Who can say no?
They're going to see if they can force a handler. Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I was gonna say Barnett's another NC. They just let the NC players cook.
I'm surprised.
Oh. Let's go Barnett, putting it up for the rare D on Madigan. Madigan has been collecting bodies down there.
Soar digging.
Steer with the D in, managing.
Little love from
Alston, back to Steer. Getting it around to Peterson. Peterson scanning. Wow, nice, found Steer again.
Beautiful.
Little elevator to Osborne.
Nice.
Great save, Osborne. Osborne faking, didn't like that reset. Getting it just over Madigan's head. Found Peterson. Allschuler. Set up nicely. Great around throw by Allschuler. Quattrucci.
Gotta clear the deep.
Back
Soar
to Allschuler.
Soar going side to side, trying to find a
Finding
crack.
Peterson. Allschuler just looked off the open Allschuler in the center of the field. Kind of surprised. Went to Osborne. Peterson with the huck, but just Lee is down there waiting. Fennig looking. Fennig glasses off. No sunnies. Barnett. Earhart. Will Earhart put it up? Finds Madigan under. Trying to find a deep cut off of here. Maybe we should try to get a quick reset. Wow. Toughly contested by Osborne there, but Barnett found a way to get the ball. Fennig to Earhart with lots of space. Beautiful backhand continue to Miller. Miller, I think, sees Madigan, but didn't want to throw it. Fennig bounced back to Miller. Found Barnett. The little quick inside to Miller. Miller trying to hold that backhand side. Couldn't quite. Oh, the little loop cut by Lee for the goal. That's a tough one.
Miller working. Ace in space, working. Dicing, slicing. Nice job. Pretty execution by Miller.
There was, Miller did see, I think it was Nishida, or Madigan had a nice little in cut there on the high side. Just didn't see it. But it's okay to miss one throw when they're so efficient in the end zone anyways.
That's the thing. It's like, okay, I'm just going to take a break and maybe we can walk it in. A better option.
And of course, it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it, easy for me to make calls from the booth.
Completely.
We have 25-12 from the Falcons.
I'd be out there with an oxygen mask. Can we call timeout? There's no 14 timeouts in the game.
Oh, it would be an injury right away for me.
Oh, completely. I'd be on the sideline and pulled a hammy.
Call an injury and then say I would have gotten the D if it wasn't for the injury. You have to look at it when you throw it away. You look at your hand. You're like, oh, my hand. Something's wrong with my hand.
There's a boost.
Potsy
Good
with a grip.
find.
Nothing wrong. Oh, my God. Donahue out of nowhere. I thought I was definitely getting down there.
Donahue's got an engine. It's almost always part of the conversation on D.
Maybe could be powered by Combat Candy. Nishida to Whipler. This Whipler sees Matt to Mankoff. Will it stay in? It was out.
Mankoff made the catch.
Observer says out.
Yep.
Now we got Mankoff versus Potsy. This is a great matchup here. Mankoff with a little slightly trap mark. Still worried about the no free hucks. Well, Liberty, that's the clock. This is going to be the last possession of the game. Potsy around. Got the block, and that's it for the Falcons regular season. 25-12. Wire-to-wire victory, as they would say. Congratulations, Falcons, on a terrific season.
Bravo. Absolutely. to Daryani, Sejur, Durkin, and Vienna Lee, the coaching staff. Congratulations into the Falcons. Job's not done.
Job's not done.
But you punched your card at championship weekend, and you're in on solid momentum. You showed a very nuanced game, a very deep lineup. Big bravo. But I want to give props to the Soar. I don't care what you see in the
They played this
scoreboard.
half.
Oh, they played.
They played hard this half.
They were entertaining. They did not give up. There were no heads down. It's great that they're in the league bringing this energy, and there's great things to come for this franchise.
And we got a few, we will have a halftime interview or a post-game interview, but we still have a few more things. We want to thank the fans, of course. The fans have been wonderful at the season, playing the drums, great cheering, great energy. Thank the observers. We love all the teams at WUL for creating this great platform to watch this amazing Ultimate.
Yeah.
Thanks to Fremont High School.
The Stay Diff.
You stuck it. I'm glad you said it. Our team, our
team
great
putting this
production team is Stay
together.
Diff.
They work the Falcons and they work the Spiders, and there's a lot of different moving pieces to put this production together. They're really a solid group of members at Stay Diff. And go ahead, Rob, take it away.
Lamont, TK, the crew, we love you guys.
Lamont, TK,
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
They make it easy. We just come here, watch some ball, have some laughs. Well, now we're going to have a little commercial break as we wait to set up this post-game interview.
So you want to talk about before we go away? We're about to go away.
We're about to go away.
When the championship weekend is.
Oh, we do got to talk about championship weekend. So championship weekend is going to be in Portland, I believe.
Yes.
In 13-14, that's right, I see it. So championship weekend, 13-14 in Portland, Oregon. Top two conference finishers in the Northwest and Southwest will meet off. Right now, as we said before, it's Seattle #1 and then Portland. And then in the Southwest right now it's to be determined, but the two qualifiers will be the Falcons and Super Bloom. The 1 and 2s will cross over for those first games on Saturday and then championship on Sunday. So we're very, very excited for championship weekend in 2 weeks. So make sure you tune in. I know I will be. And then now we will go to break while we wait for our halftime interview.
Creatine is only for extreme athletes who eat dominance.
Actually, let's skip that part. Combat Candy is for everyone who trains hard and deserves better than choking down powder. 5 grams of science-backed creatine and a gummy that turns supplement routine into something to look forward to. Just because your workout is serious business doesn't mean your creatine supplement can be. Combat Candy. Making strength frickin' delicious. Try it at combatcandies.com.
Down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard, let me see you drop. Get down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard, let me see you drop. I fucked up this hustle, baby, we hustle, but the oh my. I fucked up this hustle, baby, we hustle, but the oh my. What is my guys? Know that they fly, know that they ride or die.
Here with our player of the game, making the play of the game, the double bagger, Jules Madigan. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So you really stuffed the stat sheet this game. What do you do? How do you prepare? What's your mindset going into this game, making so many plays for your teammates?
You know what? This is my rookie season on Falcons, and every game is such a challenge. And really, the messaging from our leadership today was come in and have some fun. We need to take care of business, but Falcons play best when we're loose, when we're having fun, when we feel joy. And I think that really showed on the field today for my play, but all my teammates as well.
Absolutely. Definitely showed out. You showed out there. How did you keep it rolling when you have you had such a hot first half?
Yeah.
How do you keep the energy going through in that second half? You're still making plays that second half. It's tough to do.
No, totally tough to do. And I think coming into the third quarter, no matter what the energy is always hard because there's a shift. So what we lean into as a team is sideline talk, celebration, communication. All those things that you can control so that the uncontrollables on the field feel a little bit better and we keep the energy up.
I hope young players are listening to this right now because this is great advice. I hear that a lot for players, and it's seeing how elite players make that happen is really inspiring. When you're downfield, what are your keys? What are you trying to read when you're finding these big open spaces and those huge runs?
Yeah, I can't give away all my secrets, but no, really, I think what switched the needle for me is the verticality in my cuts. WUL is a big field. We play in a big field. We got big throwers, awesome handlers. So downfield as a cutter, if we can stretch the field deep with vertical deep cuts, that creates some space for big unders, and that's how we can really get the defense, on their heels and find the space that we need to have success.
Love that. Thank you so much, Jules. I know it's tough after that game to hustle up here, and I appreciate it, and the fans appreciate it.
Thank you. This
and
is awesome.
Good luck at Championship Weekend. We're all going to be rooting for you.
Let's go. Cool.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you and a couple weeks online, or maybe in person in Portland, if you're lucky to go.
Let's go, Falcons.